In this episode, one of the last stories from behind the scenes, I'm discussing how I designed a game called 51st State. It's gonna be an interesting episode. Let's go. Hello, this is Ignacy Ciesiek, Portal Games. This is 100 Vlogs for 100 Days, and this is episode 11?
9. Yesterday was 10.
11, 10, whatever. We are counting down. We are about to end the vlog. It's gonna be very, very sad. We did 90 vlogs already. Anyway, today we are discussing how I designed a 51st State. This is the story that many of you know because I discussed this in a book, Board Games That Tell Stories, released many years ago in 2013. 8 years ago, but there's so many of you who just discovered Portal Games, who discovered me as a designer, who just discovered this box, 51st State Ultimate Edition, on a GameFound campaign and want to know more, and never heard about the articles from the book, never heard about the book whatsoever. And for all of you, this will be a new story, and I hope you will enjoy that. We will start the whole story in 2007. 2007, Portal Games goes to Essen Fair. We are very successful. The hype for Neuroshima Hex is there, and we are going home. We are going to Portal Games offices, and I discussed with Michael Oracz. Back then there was 3 of us, me, Michael Oracz, and Rafał Szyma, who works till today at Portal Games. And we created a plan with Michael Oracz, being so excited about the Essen, being so excited about the success. We decided that we will design one game each year, and 1 year Michael will design a game, 1 year I will design a game, and therefore each of us will have 2 years to prepare great design. In 2007, the plan was made. We already had a prototype from Michael Oracz called Witchcraft, so we decided, Michael, you finish the Witchcraft for our 2008 release. I will do my game for 2009, you will do your game for 2010, I will do my game for 2011, and so forth and so forth and so forth. The plan worked for some time. In 2008, we released the game Witchcraft from Michael Oracz with my small help. Then in 2009, we released Stronghold, designed by me, and then there was 2010, the game from Michael Oracz. And in 2010, we released my game. So what happened? Michael Oracz was working on a card game set in Neuroshima world, because he was designer and author of Neuroshima Hex, so he was doing the Neuroshima Hex, the card game. That was the plan to follow up, and he was designing that. And the prototype was playtested many months in the office and weeks. The game was, I would call it right now, roguelike. This is the word. Like there was a grid of cards, 3 by 4, I think, or maybe 4 by 5, but many cards, all of them face down, and you were like an explorer in this Fallout, Mad Max, post-apo world, and you were flipping these cards up and seeing what's there, and you were having adventures, you were making merchants, trading resources, and moving next, depending how much resources, how much food, how much fuel you had, you were able to go further and further in this game. So this was like exploration card game set in the Neuroshima world, and we were aiming at Portal Game at Essen 2010. Fans in Poland knew about this prototype. We were very vocal on social media back then. Portal Games always were very vocal and very active, even at the very beginning of social media. So fans knew about the card game from Michael Oracz. They were waiting, and then suddenly the announcement from Portal Games. Portal Games is working on and is planning to release the card game set in Neuroshima, created by Ignacy Ciesiek. And it was a huge twist. Everyone was so surprised. There was so many questions, and it's like this, one of these mysteries. What happened in the offices of Portal Games back then in 2010? What happened? Michael's game was still in development. Michael was still changing. It was still not ready, not super awesome. It had amazing potential, but still was not working. And I had an accident. And this accident was, I was going home from the office, and I was passing by a gas station. Fun fact, I'm passing this gas station every day till today, because even though I moved to the different different home. I'm still and our offices. So I moved and our offices moved, and still I'm passing the same gas station. This is insane. Anyway, I was passing this gas station, and out of the blue, out of nowhere, I'm just passing in, and I have in hand the idea: if this gas station is a card game, is a card, I could put it in my tableau to generate victory points from oil, or I could burn it and just take all the fuel, or I could make a deal with them and just tell them, give me one fuel or I will kill you. And I was thinking about this on my way home, and I thought, this is interesting. Have a location, and each location, either you build it is your own location, or you just make a deal with them, or you just go there, kill everybody, take the stuff, and go home. And in the article, in this Board Games Data Stories book, I mentioned that I ran into the home. I took from my daughter paints, I took some paper, and I started like a madman drawing cards to put everything I had in my head on the paper so I don't forget it. And as I always say in this vlog, I never make up these stories. These are all real stories. All these things, all these crazy things that really happen in my life. And I have here with me, can you do a B-rolls, like, or they will see just like that? He was sleeping, but I just wake him up. So these are the actual cards that I literally created in 3 minutes, just noting down the idea from my car. And I was going with my car home, and I just took the paint from my daughter, and I created these. These are like a 10 or 12 cards, and this is the very first prototype of the game. And I took this prototype to our gaming club. We had a gaming club in Gliwice back then, and we played the game with these few cards, these 10 or 12 cards. We played it, and I said, this is the rules. You have here, let me just show you something. This ruined mall. You can either attack them and get all the cigarettes there are, or you can trade with them cigarettes, or you can change cigarettes into food. So this is how the game works, and I deal the cards to my friend. I took some of the cards, and we decided, so I'm attacking this, so I'm getting cigarettes, and then from the cigarettes I'm looting this, and I'm tapping this, and we played just like role-playing almost the rules of the game. It was fun. My friend who was playtesting with me said that this is interesting to have these 3 choices now how to approach each card. And I came once again back home, and I changed these a few papers into the actual prototype. And then many months later, 51st State debuted at Essen. And what about the Michael Oracz game? It never got published. It was a very difficult situation. It bothers me till today, more than 10 years later. And that Michael's prototype was still not ready. And suddenly, when I brought to the office a game that was working, literally from the very beginning, it was bam, 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 interesting, fun. I said, Michael, my game is ready. We had a deal, we had an agreement that we are releasing your game, but your game is not working. My game is working. The Essen is getting closer and closer and closer. We cannot risk as a company. And we will publish 51st State, and you keep working on your game so we can publish it later. Of course, it never happened. Michael never finished the game, and it is somewhere in his drawer with his not published games, and maybe one day he will release it. But it was very difficult in terms of our teamwork and the chemistry in the office. It was very confusing for our fans here in Poland when they heard all these announcements, all these teasers about Michael working on a game, and then suddenly we are releasing Ignac's game, and what happened. So this is the story. 12 years ago, insane. And now 12 years later, we have 51st State Ultimate Edition on GameFound. 51st State proved to be, from these very few pieces of paper, the game became super legit. You guys loved it, and became a massive hit. A lot of awards, a ton of expansions, many different editions, and now Ultimate Edition on GameFound. We have, as for now, we have more than 3,000 followers for the project. So I guess some of them are old fans who want to get some beats, some promos, a new expansion. Some of you are new fans who were looking for the 51st State for all the time and finally can buy it. We are very happy to have you all in this project, and we are starting the campaign in February. It will take only 2 weeks, very short. So we want to start production as soon as possible. So yeah, check it out, 51st State on GameFound. And that was my story, how I designed 51st State just like that, out of nothing, and destroyed our plans, our schedule for our games that we decided with Michael Racz back then. Anyway, thank you for today. Thank you for watching the vlog. Thank you for being our community. Thank you for all the comments under yesterday's video. Our yesterday's video had almost 1,000 views as for when I'm recording this video. So there was almost 1,000 people who wanted to see why I'm leaving. I hope you were sad when I said I'm leaving. Anyway, so many great ideas for creating board games about cookies, for taking baking course, all of these crazy ideas for me. First of all, on Saturday, most likely we'll announce something very, very interesting. And you will see that I have a ton of work to do. And then when I do this ton of work, I dream about some short vacation. So baking, yes, designing more, I need some break. Anyway, guys, thank you for all the comments. Thank you for all the thumbs up. Thank you for all the positive feedback. And talk to you tomorrow. Thank you. Bye-bye.